Hello world, I'm Connor Bread from Beyond, making a video on a failed concept of mine, which I don't normally do. However, I mentioned it in my most recent episode of my Let's Play, so I figured that I owed you all an explanation as to why, hey, why aren't you making this? So, the idea I had was to basically make a version of this TNT cannon, but that you can aim, which went through many renditions and quite a few fatal flaws. This version was close to working. However, I realized I had an issue, which I'll get to in a second. And so this is about when I recorded the episode of the Let's Play, which is why I said it's not going to be ready quite yet, because I still need to fix the issue, and it would probably be ready next week. Well, it's next week, and it's still not working. I went through more renditions. This one's probably the closest I got to working. But it doesn't quite. I'll show you why. The idea is that if you want to fire it normally, just, straight arc, you can. You'll load it on both sides, like so, and then drop one in the front, just press the button in the back, shoot. Not super complicated. But then maybe you don't want to shoot straight. Maybe you want to shoot kind of over here. Well, you can do that too by loading it fully on one side, but then not really on the other. Drop in your TNT, and boom. The issue arises that when you aim it to the sides, it just doesn't shoot far enough. Like that, the base cannon can shoot up to this far, and the farthest range with double the amount of TNT per shot is just shy of it. It does a little bit less, and if you try and aim it, it gets progressively worse, and so it just isn't worth the extra cost of materials, the extra complication, the extra cost per shot, and the whole trying to aim it thing, because it's not quite as reliable on its shots as the other one. It's not worth all of that to, I can technically shoot like here or here. It's just not. So basically, that's why this thing is terrible. I still plan to try to experiment with this. What I've actually been trying to do is to create a simpler version of my battle cannon, which I will come over here to show you. Is a really cool design. I made a video on it, and I highly recommend you watch that. It's this design here. Now, it's not nearly as complicated as some aimable cannons. I mean, Cubic Meter has his orbital strike cannon that, is only really practical to build in creative mode, it seems. This might go onto a server, but some noob playing Minecraft on a single-player world isn't really going to be able to build this. So I was hoping to make a simpler version. What this does is you can just use this comparator and this comparator. By controlling its output, you can completely control where the gun fires, like in a massive area. I mean, you can see all the way back there it's still shooting. So it's still a very cool design. I'm very proud of it. I just wanted to make a simpler version, and I still plan on working on that and hopefully accomplishing such. But for now, it's just the design I made over there. That isn't it. That isn't it. But if you enjoyed, and if you want to see the cannon when I do release it, I do request that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. It helps me so much. But that is all. Bye.